this is a really interesting comment, and here's another hot take for y'all. Working out with only the intention of weight loss is fatphobic and can lead to unhealthy habits. Working out for health is good, and people can do what they want. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell people what they can and can't do. I don't care what you do with your body, but we need to remember that lower weight, being below obese or underweight, which BMI is a whole nother thing, does not equal health. It is zero indication of health in any way. To know if someone is healthy, you need to run a full panel of blood tests. You need to be doing actual checking of their body, because weight is not an indicator of health. Things like sudden weight change can be an indication of other health problems, but that's the problem, not the weight.
Weight is an indication of health. There is a strong correlation between being obese, especially morbidly obese, and bad health outcomes. And health isn't just blood panels and visible issues. Mobility, brain function, and mood are all factors in health that can be negatively affected by someone's size and diet, especially their mobility. So, no, you can't say that health has nothing to do with size. And working out for the sole purpose of losing weight is not fatphobic.
So back up, because we need to have a conversation. Wait, hold up, I'm missing something. Alright, bet. Hi. Y'all know that I had to go ahead and pretty myself up because we both know that society does not listen to fat people unless they're looking gorgeous. Anyways, moving on. Basically, this video is just going to be me ranting about how I hate the body positivity movement, or at least how it seems like today. Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, capitalism definitely plays in a big part of devolving activism to, like, little things that corporations can benefit off of, the same way that they did with the Black Panthers and self-care. But the way that y'all bought the body positivity movement specifically being about everybody is a little bit crazy to me. Like, this was a movement that was specifically for people with marginalized bodies, fat people, disabled folks, whatever. Because people with bodies like mine face a specific form of discrimination. Health discrimination, job discrimination, the profits that corporations make by demonizing bodies like mine. Like, so much more.
Body positivity is for everyone. And I'm going to be honest, I don't care about the roots of the movement. I have found very little evidence that the current day body positivity movement was founded by the fat liberation movement. And even if it was, the marketing department for the movement really fucked up along the way, because they should have named it something more specific to fat people if it was made exclusively for fat people. The gay rights movement, the Black Panthers, BLM, disability rights movements, all of them have the name of the group the movement is intended for in the title. So y'all need to go back into your records and vilify whoever is responsible for this mishap instead of coming at skinny people for inserting themselves into your bungled movement. Why do some people see making lifestyle changes as a natural part of improving as a person, whether it be regularly exercising or quitting smoking or just being a nicer person in your day-to-day life? But when it comes to changing your diet to become healthier, then that's a red flag.
People are always like, I'm not eating any sugar. I'm on a sugar detox. Then why are you eating that berry? Why are you eating that plain Greek yogurt? Why are you eating that carrot? Yeah, you're eating sugar.
Why are all these TikTok anti-diet dietitians so patronizing? When someone says they're cutting down on sugar, it's widely accepted that they're talking about processed sugar. People in the fat acceptance movement like to be so picky. They're always talking about how it's wrong to call foods good or bad or healthy or unhealthy. When someone says junk food or unhealthy, most people understand that they mean processed, low-nutrient food. We just don't want to say that every time we are referencing unhealthy food because it's unnecessary. And this is such a condescending way to talk to someone. Like, if I told someone I was cutting down on sugar and later they saw me eating an orange and they were like, did you know that has sugar in it? You know that has sugar in it, right? You said you were eating less sugar, but there's a bunch of sugar in that orange. Did you know that? Ooh, I would have to do some work to keep myself from choosing violence. That's just rude. Don't talk to people like that. Overall, this video gives me very second grade child learning grammar behavior. Like, It's not who, it's whom. Shut up.
This person's full comment says, would love to hear your thoughts on the fat celebrity to weight loss surgery pipeline. So many fat people in the public eye reach a certain level of access and then immediately go on extreme diets or pursue weight loss procedures. Oh, they sure as do. Let's talk about it. This is actually something that bothers me a lot. You see this happen a lot, and I think it's a combination of things. I think that fat folks, especially fat women and fat AFAB folks, go into Hollywood and are not ready for the onslaught of comments about their body that happens when you are a celebrity. And that pressure combined with having more access, more privilege, and more money means that you're more willing to do extreme things to look differently. This happens with a lot of fat celebrities, most recently Rebel Wilson. And so often celebrities will get weight loss surgery or they'll lose a bunch of weight and they'll say very shitty and insensitive things about fat people. They will say a bunch of generalizing comments about fatness and health, about food consumption and health. They will really lean into all those stereotypes, and I think that it's really problematic and really fucked up and hurts a lot of people. And this happens a lot with celebrities that are like proud to be fat and then they lose weight. And it's like, well, how proud of your body were you if you intentionally made it smaller? And it's not like these folks are like focusing on specific health goals or endurance goals or things like that. They frame it in a way that sounds like that, but that's never the case. They are always focusing on weight loss, and it's so clearly evident. And it's really fucked up, honestly. I'm really, really over celebrities who are like fat and proud, who get very popular and reach a certain level of popularity and then decide to lose a shit ton of weight and wax poetic about how all fat people can just lose weight if they try hard enough or believe in themselves enough or work hard enough or whatever. And it's like, no, we don't need to give ourselves eating disorders or body dysmorphic disorders to make you feel more comfortable with our size. Like, it's a problem, and I could talk about this for so much longer than 3 minutes, but yeah, this is a problem that it's really fucked up, and it really, really hurts a lot of us. Thanks for asking.
So we're back on the celebrity weight loss is fat phobic train. Cool. This person started out by saying celebrities lose weight and then say insensitive things about fat people all the time. I've never heard of a celebrity that has lost a significant amount of weight and then said anything like, fat people are gross, or I hate fat people, or fat people are lazy, or anything like that. Rebel Wilson, for example, just said it's never too late to improve yourself. There's nothing fat phobic about that. Then they went on to say, quote, we don't need to give ourselves eating disorders or body dysmorphic disorders to make you feel more comfortable with our size. That is a bold statement. This sentiment is something that only exists in the depths of the fat acceptance community. A simple act of attempting to lose weight doesn't mean you will develop an ED or body dysmorphia. The pursuit of weight loss does not equal developing an ED. And aside from maybe Lizzo, there are no proud fat celebrities. So stop making fat celebrities your fat idols when they would probably not like to be idolized exclusively because of their size.
It's a lifestyle change. It's not a diet. Okay, so if you gained weight on this supposed lifestyle change, would you still do it? It was never about the lifestyle change. It was about controlling your body.
First of all, there's nothing inherently wrong with trying or wanting to control your body. People can take it to extremes sometimes, but it's not inherently bad. Second, I don't think her question asking how you would feel if you gained weight on what is presumably a dietary change meant to lose weight is a fair or even sensible question. If I can currently run a 12-minute mile and I want to train to be able to run a 5K at 8-minute miles, and someone asked me, well, how would you feel if you put in all the work to train and in the end you can't run any further and you actually run a slower mile than when you started? You'd hear crickets from me too, because what kind of question is that? If someone is putting in the correct steps to make healthier dietary changes to lose weight or to gain cardio strength, then they will lose the weight and be able to run further. If they gain weight or run slower, then they didn't make the correct lifestyle changes. This woman's statements only make sense if you believe that trying to control your body is something that you shouldn't do. But people do it all the time for various reasons in healthy ways. So you can't just imply that trying to lose weight is a bad thing.
Talk a lot on this page about fat oppression, and while the fact that I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience and that should be enough, let's bring some research into the mix. Coming in hot, we've got this little beauty. First, please just pause this page and read the whole thing. Starting with employment, fat people are less likely to get the jobs and promotions they are qualified for, and they make less money than their thin counterparts across the board for doing the exact same work. Fat people are denied health insurance and medical care, they frequently experience medical malpractice and medical negligence, and they just generally receive a far lower quality of medical care across the board. If you are a fat student, it is likely that you will be graded more harshly than your thin peers, and if you're a fat teacher, it is less likely that you will be respected. This one can be summarized as just treating fat people like shit, obviously. And if you still think fat oppression is bullshit, hop on over to Harvard's implicit attitudes test and take their one on fatness.
To start out, I don't deny that fat people can be bullied or harassed or treated badly. I deny that that's oppression, because it isn't. Second, the point that fat people are paid less and taken less seriously comes from a sad truth in life, and that is people treat you worse when you are less conventionally attractive. It sucks. It really does. If you are a short man, an overweight woman, if you have facial deformities or acne, hell, if you just have a highly unsymmetrical face, people are going to be less nice to you. But the difference between being fat and all the other things I named is that you have much more control of your weight than your height, facial symmetry, etc. You have it within your control to become more conventionally attractive if it bothers you so much. And while I don't encourage anyone to treat less attractive people badly, it's not oppression. Hey everyone, thank you for watching. I feel like there's a lot more I could have said about some of these videos, but I didn't want to make it too long. But I'm curious to know what you guys think, so let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you next video.